Hi, I'm General Booty. I'm the quarterback at the University of Oklahoma, and you are now tuned into the greatest podcast on turf. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this week's first only exclusive segment from the greatest podcast on turf. I'm Ryan.
I'm Anthony.
We got our super flex mock draft. We are doing a super flex this time because we did quarterbacks in the podcast. It's also on YouTube. Also, it's a top 20 quarterback ranking. So we're doing a super flex one here. 12 teams. We only did 10 last time. We're going to keep changing it up some. We're going to do super flexes some week. We're going to do 12 teams some weeks. We're going to do 10 teams. Dynasties. We're going to throw in a couple little extra things with the mock draft just to keep it fresh. Probably try to do one every single week.
Yep.
In August, we're going to have a lot more videos coming out, breakouts, busts, and stuff. So be ready for that.
Yeah, don't forget to like the video, subscribe. As Ryan already said, don't forget to check out our top 20 fantasy football quarterback rankings. We are back to posting on all platforms every single week. Instagram, TikTok, everywhere you can find the greatest. Facebook even. Anywhere you can find our content from this point on all the way up until January when football season comes to a close. We are back every single week. The dog days of content are over. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And here we go. We did a randomized draft order. I got the second pick and Ryan got the 10th overall pick. Yes, I would like to start the draft.
Every time.
Volume's up every time. Joe Burrow goes number 1 overall. I forgot to change the pick on the time. This is clear cut for me. Superflex League, 2nd overall pick. I'm going to get the best quarterback in the NFL, and that's Patrick Mahomes coming off a 5,000-yard season. Could say it's a little early. Could argue I could go with another guy, but I am going here with the best quarterback in the NFL, and Patrick Mahomes. My laptop is really lagging right now. I don't know why.
Okay, so this is a one-season super flex. I do kind of want to grab my quarterback here. It is kind of tough because I also like Travis Kelce. There's 2 quarterbacks. I don't think there's any way that both of these quarterbacks fall back to me.
No.
And I don't think I want to play the quarterback game. So, the quarterback game is not a fun game to play.
Nope.
I'd rather play the tight end game. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and take Justin Fields here. He is my quarterback 6 in the video that we posted before. Last year, he was a stud just because of his rushing capabilities, and I see no reason. He was 6 last year, QB6, and I see no reason that doesn't improve. So, Fields is my pick here. They got him DJ Moore. They got him some help, and that is what it is. Kelce just went. Lawrence just went. Tyreek Hill, Eckler. Now I'm back up on the clock, and I think my pick here arguably is pretty obvious. 2 guys I'm in between. Cooper Kupp is one of them. He had one of the best fantasy seasons of all time not too long ago. What do you have? 440 points, give or take.
Yeah.
He's also coming off of a pretty severe ankle injury, so I don't love that. I don't love the team that he's on. With it being this high in a second, I'm going to go ahead and take Bijan Robinson here. In an Atlanta offense with a great offensive line. They drafted him early for a reason. If you draft a running back early, you better use him.
Yep.
So Bijan Robinson is my pick here.
Yeah, like I wish I forgot to change the time, so we got to kind of make the picks within a minute, then talk about it. Here we go. I'm upset CeeDee Lamb didn't fall to me. I was hoping him or Deshaun Watson fell to me. I can grab my 2 quarterbacks out of the way. Here I am facing a tough decision. Got A.J. Brown at the top of the board. I don't think Devontae Adams is going to have a good year at all. Could bank on Garrett Wilson having a good year with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Let's see, I have 40 seconds left to make my pick, so I got to kind of take some initiative. Not really a quarterback here I like. I mean, yeah, Tua, if he's just not that safe for me. It is 1 year dynasty, 1 year super flex. I'm going to go ahead and grab the best receiver on the board right now, my highest rank that's left on the board, and grab A.J. Brown. Safe pick, stacking up receiver with Mahomes. Going there. Back up on the clock here. Call me crazy, let's talk about it. We'll talk about it in a couple weeks, but I'm going to go ahead and grab one of my top running backs in fantasy football this year, Nick Chubb. Kareem Hunt's gone in the offense. I think that Nick Chubb is going to see some time. I think Nick Chubb is going to see a lot of the passing receptions that Kareem Hunt kind of took for him, kind of was taking from him. So I think Nick Chubb, even if he just sees a little bit of that, sees a little bit of that target share, I think it's going to pay off for him tremendously. So I'm super high on Nick Chubb this year, and being able to get him in the 3rd round here is an absolute steal for me.
All right, now that we can stop flying through these picks here, we can relax a little bit. Got the 2-minute clock up. I love this spot, I think. There's a lot of guys that I like. For some reason, my clock just disappeared.
I took it, so just the CPU will auto pick, but we don't have like.
Fair enough. I like a lot of these guys. T. Higgins, Devonta Smith, Tony Pollard. Just a matter of which direction I want to go. T. Higgins has a very safe floor. Not sure the upside is quite there. Devonta Smith kind of the same way for me. So I think we're going to lock down my running backs. So I'm going to go ahead and take Pollard here. It's not. I still have a flex spot open where I can take another running back if I want. I'm going to kind of hope that T. Higgins or Devonta Smith falls to me. We'll see how it goes. It looks like it's a decent chance.
Yep.
T. Higgins fell to me in a fourth. Very safe wide receiver 1. Might not give me the best weeks just because Jamar Chase is there to give you the best weeks, but T. Higgins I think is a very solid receiver.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I was hoping he was going to make it back to me, but there was no chance.
Team 7. What the hell is going on?
I'm back on the clock here. A few different ways I could go. I have my 3 top priority positions locked down in terms of quarterback, running back, wide receiver. I'm going to go ahead here and take... I'm between 3 guys here, 4 guys, but I think I can grab one of them on the way back. I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to go ahead and grab my second wide receiver here. I'm going to go with the guy who I'm very high on this year. I would go Amari Cooper if I didn't already have Nick Chubb and complete that stack. I'm going to go ahead and grab Calvin Ridley, though. I think Calvin Ridley's so back. Yes, he hasn't played football in a while, but he's back with the team. He's getting in the full offseason. He's going to be back for camp in with Jacksonville. Trevor, I'm very high on this year. I think there's a solid chance he makes a solid run at MVP. So I'm very happy with that pick. And here we go, back up on the clock here. Let's see, what quarterbacks? Daniel Jones. I'm going to go ahead here and lock up my super flex position, one of the probably the most important position on this team in terms of a super flex league. I'm going to go ahead. I feel like these 2 guys that I'm between, Daniel Jones and Geno Smith, are on the same tier. But in terms of, since it's a redraft league, I'm just looking to get the most points possible. I'm going to grab Geno Smith in a great offense with a lot of stud wide receivers that they have. I think they can score a lot of points again. They scored a lot last year. And I think, especially after bringing in JSN, I think this team can score a lot of points.
All right. I was probably going to pull the trigger there. Didn't happen. Got to pivot, go somewhere else. Kittle's here. A little tempting.
Yeah.
Can lock down that tight end spot. Was okay last year. Terry McLaurin's here. He's been pretty safe his whole career. Even with horrible quarterback play, he's always been a decent option. Russell Wilson will not be on my fantasy team. You just shut that down off the rip.
Respect it.
Yeah, just not going to happen. Sorry.
J.K. Dobbins had 1,100 yards last year.
Shout out to him.
Wow.
I mean, I do like J.K. Dobbins this year.
Me too.
He definitely ain't going to fall back to you if I don't take him.
Didn't think so.
So I could take him here and not feel too bad about it.
Yeah, it was him or Calvin Ridley for me, but I went with Calvin Ridley, one of my guys.
A year off the ACL, I like it a lot. This Ravens offense might be flying. I am locking down 3 running backs kind of early. So that leaves me in a position where I can't take running back anymore. I'm going to go ahead and do it, though.
That's in Ryan Sawyer fashion, though. You're a big, you always load up.
Always have been, always will be.
My guy Derek Carr, Kyle Pitts, dang. Stacking Kyle Pitts and Drake London for Team 12. Interesting way to do it there. Guess they believe in Atlanta like I do.
I kind of want to send my tight end here just because I'm not heavily investing in my quarterback, too. So I feel like I should invest in my tight end heavy. I'm going to do that. It's either Kittle or Goddard for me.
It's fair.
I mean, Goddard missed time last year, too.
Yeah.
28. Kittle's 29. Kittle impressed with Trey Lance. Jesus, I'm not falling for that.
Not again.
Nope.
I respect it.
This is hard.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
I mean, I know who I'm going here. There's 3 guys who I would be at here.
That's fair.
But the way your team is structured, there's really only 2.
It's good for you.
I was just.
Oh, you meant for my team.
For your
Oh,
team,
I was
yeah.
gonna
No,
say,
for you, I'm
I'm
saying.
glad you're in a good
There's about 1,
decision.
2, 3. There's about 4 guys who I like here, but the way your team is structured, it comes down to 2 of them.
Round 6, I think I'm going to chase the upside with George Kittle. I think I'm going to go with that.
That's fair. I respect it. I was Goddard or DJ Moore there.
DJ Moore was not joining the squad.
I didn't think so, and none of my guys made it back to me.
I mean, I could have
Except
stacked them with
one.
Jay Fields.
One of the guys who I wanted made it back to me, easy pick here, Miles Sanders. Said it once, I'll say it again. Frank Reich has never had a running back in his offense finish outside the top 14. That says enough there for me. I'm all in. I'm buying it on Miles Sanders. I did it last year and it worked out for me, so I'm doing it again this year. I'm back on the clock here. I have my main starters back. My main starters locked in except my tight end and a flex. So I'm going to look that route kind of more. Tight ends here, I have Calvin Ridley or Evan Ingram would be a no-brainer here for me. The receivers here, Brandon Ayuk, very high on him this year. JSN, Christian Kirk, another guy I like a lot, but I do have Calvin Ridley, big Jags guy this year if you can't tell. You know, I feel like I can get some value at the receiver board on the way back. I'm going to go ahead, and there's not really a tight end here that I love, so I'm going to go ahead and grab another running back to pair with my quarterback, and that's Isaiah Pacheco. Very high on Isaiah Pacheco. Very close friend of the greatest, not close friend. The greatest podcast on turf is extremely high on Isaiah Pacheco. Grabbed him in the 7th round and be my starter at flex if I choose to go that for the week 1. And Ryan's back up on the clock here.
Would have taken Ayuk here if I didn't just take George Kittle.
It's fair.
I think.
Just banking a lot on Brock Purdy or Trey Lance at that point, or Sam Darnold at that point, you know?
I think I know what I'm going to do. Christian Kirk was kind of appealing to me.
Yeah, he is. He's
Because
got the
he
MVP
was
thrown to him.
really good last year. At times, he was also really bad last year. At times,
Yeah, that's fair.
I think I'm going to take the bust-proof guy. The guy that's being slept on. The guy that shouldn't be here in the 8th round, in my opinion, because his whole entire career has been pretty damn good. And I'm rocking with it, man. As my wide receiver, too, Mike Evans.
Oh, I thought you were going with a different Mike.
No.
I was going to say, you're off that train?
Next pick, take Kyler Murray here. I need my quarterback, too. I'm going to hope that another quarterback falls to me and get me through a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it goes. Everybody pretty much has 2 quarterbacks already. So,
Yeah.
Except for Team 7. They're going to get me. It's fine.
Here I am back on the board. Evan Ingram made it back to me somehow. A lot of these tight ends still available. It's really the only starting position that I don't have. But again, I like some tight ends down the board, so I'm going to play the waiting game on that. I'm going to start picking up some depth pieces here. I have 3 running backs on the team with 2 receivers. I don't love any of the running backs here, but I do love some receivers here. I mean, Deontay Johnson or George Pickens, Jahan Dotson, Kadarius Toney, or Brandon Cooks. Those are the receivers. I'm even a Jordan Addison. Tyler Lockett's always safe, bust-proof kind of guy. But let's see. You know, call it what you want. I'm not sure if... Damn, this is tough, man. What a weird spot to be at in this draft. What's the team looking like? Calvin Ridley, A.J. Brown. I'm going to go here with a strict upside pick. I'm going to grab Jordan Addison. Could be just a giant bust, and could just because Jay Jettis is there, Kirk Cousins could take a step back, or T.J. Hawkinson could have more of a bigger role in this offense, considering they traded a 2nd-round pick for him mid-season. But I don't know. I'm going strictly upside here. Can't hurt. I have 2 safe receivers. I have a safe receiver in A.J. Brown, Calvin Ridley, question mark, Jordan Addison. Could be question mark proof. Tyler Lockett goes before me. I'm going to go ahead here with a pretty safe receiver. I feel like it could be a little too early based off who's there. But here's a guy I'm really high on. Brandon Cooks. Yeah, he could make it back to me, but I just feel like Brandon Cooks is always a safe receiver. He is a receiver too. I'm not sure if he's ever been a true receiver too for the first for the first time in his career. You could argue his time with the Rams, but he's there with a good quarterback in Dak Prescott, and CeeDee Lamb's going to draw a lot of attention. They traded for him for a reason, so that's a really safe pick, and that makes up for me passing on a safe guy like Tyler Lockett.
Had a feeling that was going to happen to me.
Yeah.
And it did. I wanted like either of them would have been fine.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's where I thought about taking one of them just to piss you off, but I was just like, nah, I'm not going to do that.
Would have been whatever.
You have some options here. Some solid options left.
I need a quarterback.
And that's what I'm saying. 1, 2, there's 3, 4 guys I'd be really happy with.
4?
Yup.
How the hell did you come up with 4?
Again, Pickett's my top 20. Sam Howell's a sleeper. Desmond Ridder, another sleeper, and Baker. When in doubt, just pair Baker with Mike Evans. And just see what happens, dude.
I mean, I could rock with Trey Lance and hope.
He's like QB3 right now. I might have gunned myself down to tight end, but I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Purdy's on track for week 1.
Nice.
This is gross.
I
so
gave you
mad.
4 very good options to have as your third quarterback, and you're still complaining.
Yeah, because I had the full right. So damn bad right now.
I mean, yeah, we saw it run. I like Deontay Johnson this year. Evan Ingram's going to be a stud again. Traylon Burks, probably not. Stroud, I would have loved for you. David Njoku could be a sleeper guy this year.
I feel like Kenny Pickett's going to be my starting quarterback at the super flex spot.
I think it's fine. It could be a lot worse.
It could be Jordan Love and CJ Stroud.
It could be Bryce Young or Justin Herbert.
I probably should have waited there, but whatever.
Kadarius Toney, George Pickens, Zach Charbonnet, Jahan Dotson, 4 studs off the board there.
Yeah. Now I'm stuck with Antonio Gibson.
Is that where you're going? I'm back on that train for a moment?
Pick 10, it's kind of bad.
He's just probably, in theory, he's a starter. In theory.
We set the bar low. Yeah, I'm going to go Antonio Gibson here. I think that we could be at a little bit of a revive in Washington. If he believes in Howe and Howe turns out to be a stud, then holy shit, the tight end just went. Who is your tight end going to be? I thought you were going to get Quan.
I was hoping for Chig or Dalton Schultz, or some IJP Ryan if he was here. I would have loved, or even Khalil Herbert. But I mean, it sounds about right. Let's see. With the run on tight ends, I'm gonna go with a guy who I was high on last year. I'm between 2 tight ends, Greg Dulcich or Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet is a guy who I was really high on last year, and it kind of worked out. He was Justin Fields' #1 option most of the time in the passing game. He had, what did he do? I mean, he had, 500 yards and 4 touchdowns last year. They came in majority of a couple weeks. He was okay. He was down at times. But I think with them getting DJ Moore and helping out the O-line, I think it's going to open up the passing game as a whole for them. And I think Cole Kmet could be a big part in that offense this year. Justin Fields looked to him a lot last year. Justin Fields looked to his tight end a lot in college. So with what's left, I'm not gonna be mad with Cole Kmet in the 10th round. Now I just got 4 bench spots left. I have 4 receivers and 3 running backs. I'm gonna look for running back here.
Good luck.
I always find myself in this team's running back room every year. I don't know why I do it to myself, but I'm going to go ahead and grab the starting running back in Buffalo, Damian Harris.
Nice.
I do it every year. I've had Devin Singletary every year on at least 2 teams since he's been in the league. Elijah Moore went. I'm pissed. I was hoping he was going to fall back to me. But I'll take Damian Harris. He's a starter. In theory, he's going to be splitting carries. I don't get the hype around James Cook. I don't get it. But I'm happy with Damian Harris in the 11th round.
I want A-Chain and Odell here. A-Chain is ranked higher on this platform, barely, so I'm going to go and take him first and just hope Odell. All right.
All right.
All right.
Nice. Adam Thielen. There he is.
If The answer.
Yep.
Adam Thielen. I need another receiver. Bad.
Good luck.
Desperate for another
I'm
receiver.
glad I have 4 receivers. I'm done dipping at receiver.
Need one bad. Down bad.
Scroll down and find a rookie you like.
Whew. It's a lot of scrolling, man. A lot of scrolling.
I know who my next picks are.
This is bad. Do I just take a chance in the Chiefs receiving room and just hope that Rasheed Rice is the answer?
Mahomes loved him. That was Patrick Mahomes' draft pick.
If it was Pat Mahomes' draft pick, I mean, damn.
Yeah,
But I could probably get him next round.
it's fair. I respect it.
Alright. Part of me wants to get another quarterback here.
I had a feeling you were thinking that. Go grab like Ryan Tannehill. That's your boy, and he got D-Hop. Just like you said, he got
Yeah,
D-Hop.
where's D-Hop? Can I draft D-Hop?
D-Hop's gone. D-Hop
I figured.
went.
I know.
He was a 5th round pick. Is Dalvin Cook still available? No.
I need to grab
Zeke.
Zeke.
Feed him.
The answer. Oh, shit.
Oh, I know who my next picks are, and I don't know how people are going to feel about it.
I need a receiver
You do.
that's going to give me just decent points as a wide receiver 3.
If you're going based off that, I'm seeing like maybe I'm seeing one guy who stands out.
Jacoby Myers. That's so bad.
I know, but
Why does everybody have so many receivers? Like, what the hell happened? What did I do that they didn't do? I guess I have 5 running backs. Guess that'll do it.
yeah, you have 2 receivers and 5 run. You drafted like a computer team.
Fair. I wanted Odell, man.
I know you did. Didn't work that way. Maybe you should have went Odell then A-Chain. Considering
I
A-Chain.
should have went Odell and then Jarek.
Considering Jeff Wilson is going to be the starter in Miami when it's all said and done.
I hope they change position to receiver. That would look great.
What's it going to be? Can I get a time check, please? Christ.
I just hate this so much.
Well, you got to learn to love it.
I hate this and everything about it.
I respect it, but this is why we mock, you know? Just go get Aaron Rodgers' boy Allen Lazard. He'll be good.
He was okay last year.
Yeah. At times. Or just go Sam Howell. And just have 4 quarterbacks.
I'm going to go ahead and take Jacoby Myers.
Fair.
Average receiver.
That's where I would have went there 100%. Come on.
I don't love it, but
come
it is what it is.
You get 3 for a reason, no brainer. One of my sleepers, Sam Howell. I'm taking him and I'm not thinking twice about it. Here we go. I'm done dipping a receiver for right now. I'm going to go ahead here and grab a sleeper. I have it running back, actually. Jaylen Warren from the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think he could give Najee a run for his money this year and to see who's leader of that backfield. He did it times last year. They leaned to Jaylen Warren a lot last year. And I think that he could see his way into a 50-50 split there in Pittsburgh before we know it.
I literally just wanted one of those 2. Just for a chance that they were going to...
Go Jonathan Mingo, the next stud receiver out of Ole Miss.
Might do that. Might have to do that.
Although Adam Thielen's going to take all his carries and you're going to be so mad.
Adam Thielen sucks. He's cooked. He's done.
Jawan Johnson goes in the 13th. Man, well, that's...
I'm going to go ahead and
Like that a
take
lot.
my sleeper running back who's going to start for Chicago, and I'll trade him for a receiver by week 2. Roshan Johnson.
Is that the word in Chicago? He's going to be the starter?
That's my word.
I respect it. Well, giant run on running backs. Wow.
Hope you don't want a running back.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Kareem Hunt's still there. I mean, come on. But with that, I have 3 quarterbacks. I mean, I'm good at receiver. I'm just going to go ahead and look. Not a tight end here worth taking. Maybe a Taysom Hill, but no. At this point, I'm just going to look for the best player available.
Trey Lance.
You know what?
He screams best player available.
I don't know anybody anything. Baker Mayfield, welcome to the squad.
Just for morale.
Just for morale. I mean, it's a great. Levante David said today he's a great locker room presence.
Yes, he is.
So you see, Team 1, Joey B, Derrick Henry, Devontae Adams, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Rich. You guys see the rest of the picks. What are you rating Team 1 for a super flex league?
Burrow and Aunt Rich are very solid.
Yes.
Henry with Gibbs, Connor. I see the vision. Devontae Adams, a wide receiver, want to see the vision.
Terrible. Not going to be good this year.
He will be okay.
We'll talk about it in a couple weeks.
He's kind of just bust proof in terms of what he is. Yeah. Marquise Brown, Tyler Lockett, they're okay. Receiving room could use some work for sure. I'm gonna give it like a B minus, I think.
I'm thinking a C plus-ish. I like the running back room, but that's about it. And I like the quarterbacks in the running back room, but that's really it for me for this team. Excuse me.
Yeah, tight end's horrible too. I didn't realize it took a rookie.
They have a lot of Lions.
Yeah, Lions is no good. Next up, Anthony took Mahomes' first pick. That's beautiful. Him or Allen, if you get them, you're in pretty good shape. AJ Brown next up, nothing wrong with that. Nick Chubb after. I would have done the same. I think I would have done the same for his first 3 picks. Yeah, I would have done the same. Pick 4, I don't see myself drafting Ridley there.
I really wanted CD instead of AJ Brown, but I'll still take it.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't see myself drafting Ridley there. I don't know what I would have done. Yeah, I don't really love that.
I was between Ridley or Amari Cooper, and I knew I was grabbing a quarterback coming back around. That was my thought process.
That's a good spot for a quarterback. And Rich and Gino being right there. Yeah. And Jared Goff being right there. This is so nice. Sanders, solid. He's going to be fine in Carolina. Pacheco, just an absolute best pick of the draft.
Yep.
Addison and Cooks. Cooks is somebody that I'll be trading for to be my wide receiver 3. Really need that guy on my team right now. Komet is what it is. And hopefully he works out for you. Damian Harris should be decent.
Listen, I always dip into Buffalo's running back room. It's a tradition I have going.
Sam Howell's a QB3, nothing wrong with it. Jalen Warren, nothing wrong with a sleeper running back. I give this team a solid A minus B plus.
Thank you.
The receiving room is a little weak for me. I don't love Calvin Ridley this year. I don't know.
It's fair. Team 3. Allen and Watson back to back really kicked it off.
This team is very good, I think.
No.
Their bench sucks.
Their running backs are terrible. I love Darren Waller this year. Kenneth Walker, no, absolutely not. After, his 1 year, they drafted Zach Charbonnet for a reason.
You gotta realize teams are a little bit less deep with 12 teams. This is 12 teams. You got and it's 2 quarterbacks, so it's Kenneth Walker with Samaje Perine, AJ Dillon. Ain't horrible. Kendrick Miller has upside.
I like Samaje Perine a lot.
It ain't bad, dude.
Gerald Everett was my sleeper tight end last year. I like the vision there.
I give this team like an A minus.
I say B for this team.
Team 4: Hurts, Lamb, Amon-Ra, Etienne, Akers, Jared Goff is a QB2. I like this team too.
Yeah, I give this team an A, honestly.
I like McKinnon down there late. Receiver room.
They have 2 studs. Chris Godwin's a question mark. You know what you're going to get from Quentin Johnson with Justin Herbert throwing 1 million passes a season, so.
I like this team. I give this team like an A.
Yeah, I think this is a really good team. Devin Singletary at the bottom, I love. Been one of my guys.
Oh my God.
What?
Devin Singletary is the one you picked out. Team 5 took Lamar and Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Waddle and Cooper, Mike Williams, Traylon Burks at receiver. Honestly, Traylon Burks at receiver 4 I kind of like that. Running back room got Jonathan Taylor, Damian Pierce, Dalvin Cook, Brian Robinson. Not bad. Tight end Dalton Schultz, Michael Mayer. Also not bad.
They got a lot of my guys this year, dude.
This is a good team.
This team is probably...
This is a good football team right here.
This team, without looking at the other teams, I hate to say A+, but this is a really good team. Damian Pierce I love this year. Amari Cooper I love this year. Dalton Schultz I love this year. Michael Mayer could be good this year. Jalen Waddle love this year. There's a lot of dudes on this team. Dalvin Cook, when he goes somewhere, it's a starting running back right there. I give this team an A+.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. They did very solid. Team 6,
F.
Herbert, Prescott, Andrews, Keenan Allen, DeAndre Hopkins, DJ Moore. They went the no running back approach because they also got Michael Thomas. Running backs are Alexander Madison, who I don't really love this year.
I do.
He averaged like 3 yards a whatever. This isn't a Madison.
Yeah,
James Cook, I don't love. The running backs I don't love.
that's fair.
There's an argument that they have 4 backup running backs.
I understand.
Madison's forced to start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a B minus.
Listen, they can take Damian Harris off my hands if they throw me like DJ Moore.
Yeah, no shit. Thanks.
Give him another backup running back. I give that team like a C plus.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you.
Team 7, Jay Jettis, Diggs, Olave, Metcalf. Wow.
I'm gonna be buying one of them receivers for Antonio Gibson. I can just tell.
Yeah, good fucking luck.
I can just tell.
Daniel Jones, Dallas Goedert, Rashad White, Demont, Matt Stafford is QB2, Gabe Davis, Elijah Moore, Tyler Higbee, Zeke, and Chase Brown. This team, the quarterback is a weak point. I think they're fine at running back. Receivers are loaded. They could shop at DK, who's probably the worst of the 4 receivers, for another running back. I'm not worried about
They
it.
call me.
Yep. Send them Dobbins. I give Team 7 an A. I like Team 7 a lot.
Team 7, I'm gonna give them I think I'm gonna be around a B. They drafted 4 receivers. You can only play 3 of them.
It's fair.
Danny Dimes and Matt Stafford isn't the best QB duo in this league.
In theory,
by
they
far.
could play all 4.
In theory, you can play all 4, but then you're going to sit a quarterback, and it's kind
Yeah.
of forward. Team 8, quarterback's rough. 2 quarterbacks
So is
that haven't
running
played
back.
football
They
snaps.
arguably have 1 starting running back.
They didn't know, okay?
That's fair.
They didn't know. No, I can't even grade this team. They have Barkley and Jacobs. I can't.
This team, yeah, it's tough to grade, but even down below, this team is really bad.
I'm glad that one team took them both, because now, like, it just
After
gets
Joe
skipped
Mixon, this team gets terrible.
over.
Shigo Conquo was their best value pick.
That was their best pick.
Rasheed Rice could be a good pick, and Jerome Ford
Could be a good pick.
could be good. I don't even know if that's his name, but
Sure,
Jerome, yeah. I give that team like a C.
I can't even grade.
Team 9.
McCaffrey,
Wow.
Breece Hall, Ramondre Stevenson, Aaron Jones.
They're going to be shopping Breece Hall when the Jets signed Dalvin Cook for
The
a
receivers
receiver.
ain't bad if they stay healthy. Cooper Kupp, Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that as my 1 and 2. The quarterback's a little bit rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't have a top 10 quarterback on the squad.
Nope.
A little rough for them. But Khalil Herbert, the running backs are solid. The receiver room's okay. I give it like a B, B+.
C plus for me. Then Team Sawyer.
I can't grade it.
J Fields at 1, I like. B. John Pollard. T. Higgins, Dobbins. I didn't like the Kittle pick. I would have taken Waller or Goddard over Kittle. I love the Mike Evans value. Kyler, great value in the 8th round. I mean, if he plays, the upside's always there. Pickett, Gibson, A-Chain, Jacoby Myers, Jonathan Mingo, and Roshan Johnson.
I don't know where I could have picked a quarterback.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, where?
maybe Tua or Kirk instead of Pollard is probably where you ran out. Because I would have been
I'm
mad
not doing that, though.
if you took Rodgers over like Higgins. I mean, it was tough. Picking in the Superflex League, it's so hard to pick late. Because depending on how it goes, you're getting the tail end of the top 10 quarterbacks. And
If
that's
Matt Stafford was Kenny Pickett, I would be way more happy.
That's fair. I really like how you started out. You made the Kittle pick, who I'm not that high on. You saved it with Mike Evans and Kyler. The upside's there with your running backs at the bottom. I'm going to give your team a B. A respectable B.
Team 11, go ahead and take Kelsey first because I would have been struggling for quarterback.
Oh, yeah, because you probably wouldn't have got Field. Yeah, you'd have been beat. You would have had to have taken a Tua or Cousins.
Yeah, Kelsey, Eckler, Tua, Devontae, Smith, Derek Carr, Terry McLaurin, JSN, Kamara, Tony, Charbonnet, Odell, Elijah Mitchell, Juwan Johnson, and Romeo Doubs.
I love this team. If Kamara or Charbonnet works out, they're set. Could probably use another running back. But, I mean, I really like this team. Kelsey and Eckler at the top with Tua and Derek Carr as your quarterbacks is amazing. Devontae Smith, McLaurin, and JSN, huge upside of receiver. Kamara in the 8th round, we don't know what's going to happen with that suspension. So it's tough, but it's good value for the 8th round, even if he does miss some time. Kadarius Toney in the 9th, sleeper guy this year. Zach Charbonnet going to end up in a 50-50 split with Kenneth Walker. Odell, who Ryan wanted real bad. Juwan Johnson in the 13th round, I love. He could end up being one of my guys this year for fantasy. I like that. I'm going to give that team, I can't give 2 A pluses, so I'm going to give that team an A. That was a good team.
Much lower on this team. I'm like a B plus.
Nah, I like that team.
Quarterbacks worry the hell out of me too. It could just
Yeah.
Tua and Derek Carr.
Then they called me for Sam Howell and Baker.
Yeah, but they're your 3 and 4.
Exactly. That's why I got them.
Yeah, they don't have. Yeah, oh yeah.
That's what they can have one of them for me.
Anyways, team 12 took Trevor, Tyreek, Kirk Cousins, Najee Harris, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Javonte. Running backs suck.
Yeah.
Receivers have some question marks with them. Tight end overdrafted Kyle Pitts. I'm gonna give him a C.
I'm going to say B- for this team. I don't like their running backs at all. I mean, Javonte, you know running backs never bounce back off the bad injury unless it's Adrian Peterson.
I don't even love Najee.
I think Najee's going to end up in a 50-50 split by the end of this year. I love Kyle Pitts and Drake London this year, but I hate the stack.
Stacking Falcons is crazy.
Ayuk is going to be a stud this year. Pickens could be good. Dotson.
You have 3 Falcons.
Could be in for a major year. Jeff Wilson in the 13th is really good value. So I like that a lot. I'm going to give this team like a B, like I said.
Like a C. You have 3 Falcons. That might bring it down to a D.
Yeah. Thank guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms you have below. And we'll see you guys next week.
See you.
Peace.